You are looking live at Math Makes Money. We are going to show you how you can trade using math every single day. We are a community of traders. You never have to trade alone. At Math Makes Money, the income is the outcome. And we get to trade with my favorite, smartest trader I ever met, Nick Battista. Mr. Battista, how are you doing today?
Income is the outcome. I like that.
Income is the outcome. I just make this stuff as I go.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I've heard that one before.
Well, that doesn't mean I can't have invented it myself. That's what a monkey would say if he wrote Shakespeare. He said, just because Bill wrote it first doesn't mean I didn't create it myself.
It's
a long story. Let's not get into it. It's a different story.
Yeah,
no more story. Let's do trading show today.
Trading show. I mean, there was a lot going on today. You had a little bit of a pullback in the market. NASDAQ down 221. Did you get any more crazy Ivans on? I know we put a couple.
I did.
So you got triggered on one of them.
I did, and I think I got some little MESs too, where you're stealing all my thunder. But okay, yeah, that's fine. Do what you got to do. That's fine. Hey, you're a glutton for the. You want the spotlight? You got it. No, but yeah, that's right. So
yeah, you got it
right here. Yep. Look at that.
We got some trades coming on here.
Oh, here we go. All right. Right now? Oh, yeah, look at that. Phil's trying to get a fill. He's 1 to 6. Oh, look at that. And there oh, nice fill. And he's trying to get 5.95 fill. They're trying to give you $6. Take it. Just because they say $6 doesn't mean you're going to get it. That's the little. Oh, no, he did get it.
He did get it.
Oh, price improvement. Look at you. Look at you. And he's trading at 309. People say, how often did you trade today, Rob? Well, let's just take a look. See.
All day long.
All day long. Well, there's a faster way to look at this. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got left, huh? Let's see what we got left. We're going to look at the SPX. Here we go. Take a look. See at the SPX. We know that we don't mess around with those AMs. Those are dynamite. So
yeah, you don't want the AM. The AMs settle. The last day to trade them are actually today because they settle tomorrow morning. Based on the settlement price, which is all the stocks in the basket, how they settle, it'll settle to that value. So it is, I prefer not trading those as well.
Yeah, that's exactly right. When you are looking at my trades, these are the ones that are left. You figure that each one of these is about $300, $300. And you got two of them here, 14, 3, 5, 6, 10, 19, 11, 5, 6, 4, 2, 7, 2, 6, 1. Not too many on the put side.
No, you got punched out. It's been kind of it's been a choppy session, but you've had a little bit of a spike middle of the day today to the downside. We were down like 40 for most of the session, spiked down 50, and that really caught you on some of those moves, on some of those put side of the iron condors.
Hey, you know what? Let's get rid of some of these, shall we? Why not? Look at this. I can get rid of these and only get 56. Might as well pick up $60.
Sure.
$60. Matter of fact, let's just take $60 and get in and out of these bad boys. Boom. Thank you very much. We'll take that. What else do you want to give me? You want to give me another? How about 4 times 5 is $20? You want to give me $20?
Sure.
Why not? It's almost a lobster. And
let's walk through exactly what Rob is doing right now. So
okay.
You got punched out on a lot of those short options on the downside. You could see, even just the upside call, all your buying power is being used on the upside here. 14 contracts, 10 contracts, 19, 11, big positions. On the downside, you could see all you have is a handful. And so you have all these leftover long options. And what Rob is doing here is basically just picking up some of the nickels on options that are not zero bid. The zero bid options, you could try and close one of them, but probably not worth it. If you could put, an order in for, there you go. You could put that order in for a nickel and see if you get filled. But really those options are not doing anything to reduce capital, or really, they're really just lottery tickets, of course.
Yep.
But it's $5 on the ground essentially most of the time.
Just pick them up, man. You pick up 5 here. We just picked up what, 60, $70, $60?
Yeah.
And there's 250 trading days in the year. Let's say we got $60 a day. Let's make the math easy and say it's 200 trading days. We only did on what's 60 times 200? I can tell you what it is, exactly what it is. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, is that $1,200, $12,000, $120? It's one of those three. You figure it out.
$1,200.
$1,200. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money. I got to tell you, they paid me $1,200 a month to be an attorney, and they got their money's worth. That's for darn sure. All right, so let's take a look-see at where we are in our bot trading. I was telling you before the show, I am so sophisticated. I am going to left-handed tabs. How about that?
Wow.
Wow.
Look at
Anybody
this
else
guy.
in the chat? Anybody in the chat doing left-handed tabs like me? I would like to know if we got any left-hand tab curious. I know I was left-hand tab curious.
Are you a lefty?
I am not. I am not.
Because they always say lefties are like the smartest of the bunch.
I'm lefty. Yes, absolutely. 100% lefty. Always have been, always will be. Not in the heart. I am in denial, right? I'm left-hand curious. Left-hand curious.
So, sprinkle curious. That was good.
Sprinkle curious. Yes. So we are down $7,500. I know you're going to give me the ooh. That's no bueno, but that's where we are. There's nothing you can do. We got punched out here. This is our new software. For those that haven't seen it, it's Trade Steward has built this for us. Math Makes Money is our little logo over here, and it's great. You know, we are able to see all of our accounts all at once. You can go and see various accounts. You can put on bots. And if you're in the Math Makes Money circle that we have, the Math Makes Money trading group, what happens is I give you my bots, and you can see them, and you can view the bots, and we have group bots, and it's great. And it's the only software where you can get it. Only our version can you get my bots, but then you can see all the bots that I have in all the various accounts. If you're not familiar, we got all these different accounts. Like we take the $30,000 account. Let's see how they're doing today. I have not. So look at that. Up $302.
Nice.
If you were a member of Math Makes Money trading group today, the trading team, then you would have put these on. You'd be up $302. However, if you
and just looking at that, it's kind of interesting. No stop outs.
You know, that is kind of interesting.
Early in the morning.
You look at all these. Well, look, no, these got stopped. These got stopped on this side.
Yeah.
Right. So you see how
but those were early in the session. You on your bigger account, you got stopped out kind of like middle of the day here. Those were early. And
we still got, you know, Nick, as we've talked about, when it's in the middle like this, right? We expect it to stay in the middle only 30% of the time. 10% of the time, we expect it to get both sides. And 60% of the time, we're going to get one or the other. And looky, lemon cookie. We got two of them that got nothing, which is a little unusual, but that's where we are. And that results in a nice little upswing. And in a $30,000 account, I had somebody email me the other day. That's not true. It's not 30,000. It's 52,500. And that's you can be sure you're telling the truth. And I said, my friend, thank you very much for calling that to my attention. Can I use your name tomorrow? Because I want to say that you sent me that. And the reason that's at 52.5 is because you hear that? We're winners. That's why we won. We won. That's why. Yeah. We have the new position going on, which we missed. But you can see it's gone up in 10 months. Oh, man, Phil just doesn't give up. We've gone up. What is that? $22,500.
It's huge.
It's huge. It's huge. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. And I
go through the other accounts too, just so.
Oh, look! All right, why don't you just tell me what to do? Boy, I'm already married. Ooh, but okay, this is great. Ouch! That took a dark turn. All right, so here we go. This account's down, right? The guy didn't write in. He should have written in and said, "Ha, you're down." Yeah, we're down. This account we've only been trading 36 days.
Yeah.
So you got to give it 100 days, 100 trading days. Okay, easy. 100 trading days. Yeah. It's like flipping a coin. You can have some random groups, but it'll normalize over time.
And let's kind of talk about why those are different, right? So it's not, there is not, each account is going to have its different set of parameters for the trades being placed. You can't place the same trades you do in your $1 million account in a $30,000 account. And it's not as simple as just moving the long options in. There's, you have to kind of set up that portfolio mechanically. You have to look at the drawdowns, and you have to look at the amount of extrinsic value you're selling. You have to see the Kagers and the Mars and all the other good stuff that goes into the trades. It's not just as simple as just taking one trade and just sizing it down. That's not how this game works. And that's why there's a little bit of a variation in a lot of these results. Some of the smaller sized accounts are actually going to do a little bit better on these one-sided moves because you're probably selling more premium per unit of risk in those.
That's true. And that's because this is an erotic system. And in erotic systems, you're going to have different inputs, even though you have a very consistent.
You say erotic?
No, not erotic. I have a speech impediment. Okay. I always have. When I started from 2nd grade to 6th grade, I had to have tongue lessons every single day, this and thou. And it's very, very difficult. I used to speak very, very slowly, and I was humiliated with my fellow students. They made fun of me. And,
now look at you. Now you're a winner, Rob.
Now, well, I speak fast as a result.
You got all the toys.
It's bad. It's still bad, but that's why I talk so fast. And that's why I interrupt people. Because I'm so excited to be able to talk. It's when you can't speak, it is extremely frustrating. When your mind is thinking and you can't verbalize it. I cannot. People that have a stutter, or there's a fellow on tastytrade, Nate Melia, who I have the greatest respect for. He goes on there every day with a stutter, and he is fantastic.
Yeah, he is.
And not as a super smart trader. But I'm telling you, that is extremely difficult. Say what you will about people that are able to speak in a foreign language, as a second language. That's also extremely difficult. Impossible for me. But
me too.
But to deal with a stutter or a speech impediment is extremely difficult. Extremely. I know, I've been there. It's almost bringing tears to my eyes. It is not fun. It is not fun. And they relentlessly keep making. What was the point? Oh yeah, you're making a good point. Sorry to interrupt, but yeah. So look at this $100,000 account. Now this one's up 6% in a month. In this month, it's each one is different, and I give you all the trades for all my different sizes accounts, and in fact, in the team, I give you trades for 30,000, 50, 100, 150, 180, 200, 400. 300 million, 2.5 million. And the names, that's the other thing. Someone said, well, the name, that's not true. That's not true. It's a $1 million account. It's got like $3 million in it. Yeah, it does now. Not when we started. The $30,000 account, likewise, they move around. So that's the game. That's what we're all about. So we're trying to make everybody a better trader. That's the game. Nick has taught me there are 3 parts to your life. Isn't that right, Nick? There are 3 parts. Remember what they are? They are learn, earn, and return. Learn, earn, and return. Nick is transferring from earn to return. I am way over the hump past earn. I am over that hump. I went over that hump at age 42, and I've been trying to return ever since. And it is a nonstop thing for me. I just absolutely love it. My grandparents were both professors, and so that is the most fun for me in life, is teaching people how to trade. I just love it. I love it. Yes. I love it. All right. So what was the question? Oh, yes. All right. Look at that. We're only down $5,000. We're earning show. Trading.
We're trying to get there here. Let me give a quick little market update, because we got a couple questions in the chat. Oh, you got a couple trades coming on there.
All the time, it seems like. 200 a day. Exactly 200 trades today are going on. Exactly 200. Oh, plus one, plus chat room. So 201.
Beautiful. Well, we had a couple people asking about the Russell today. The Russell trading at just under 3,000 here. It's the weakest of the group today. You got the E-minis down 55, the NASDAQ down 200 and change, and the Dow down 630 here. The Russell, the weakest of the group. I think a lot of what you're seeing here is just this velocity and the volatility that we've seen in the movement in bonds. Bonds down at one point today, got into the 108 handle. Bonds going down, rates going higher usually has a larger effect on a NASDAQ or the Russell, the smaller companies that are very debt-heavy companies. So you're seeing that kind of play out here in real time, even though the NASDAQ, relative to the rest of the movement in the market today, is kind of in line here. You've got oil up $2.30. You've got volatility futures up small, 1785, 24 ticks here, a little over 1.33%. The VIX itself at 16. It feels like a quiet nothing day. I mean, that's what it feels like here. Gold and silver have both been going nuts to the upside here, but it really feels all quiet. It feels all quiet. It feels like a routine little dispersion type move in the market where, day to day, some of the momentum stuff is flying today. Like you've got like MU and SanDisk were strong today. Yesterday they were getting killed, and that's kind of how it's felt.
Yep.
You got more trades coming on.
Every day, all day long. After a while, you kind of get numb to it, but it's a lot of trades. There's no doubt about it. I don't mean to. Sometimes people are concerned that I kind of poo-poo it. I do watch the money, right? I mean, I definitely watch the P&L, but I don't watch it during the day, and I really don't watch it after the end of the day, and I really don't watch it for the week, and I absolutely don't watch it for the month, and I guess I really don't watch it that much. I watch it for the quarter. I'm interested in the quarter.
That's all baked into the entry because you're building out your. You know, the things that you'd be watching as a day-to-day trader are your like P&L and profits and how much risk you have on and how much capital you're going on with. You're building that at the start of these portfolios. I mean, all that stuff is defined. You know, you're going to use, you know, X amount of capital per day. You know how many trades are going on. You know when they're going on. You know what the stop losses are. You know your deviation of P&L. And there's nothing more that you need to do. If you were to do something, you're going to deviate from the plan, which is just doing the math. Is just letting the math play out. When you get in there and you tinker a little bit, like you even tinkered a little bit today with the long options, but that's a different sort of tinkering. But if you were to tinker with the shorts and be like, you know what, I'm going to take off a couple of those because I'm scared of the downside, then you're changing the math. You're not following the book.
Right. It's exactly right. And I do things that are kind of based for the show as well. I mean, like I would never put on the 351s mathematically, nor would I put on the ones that we put on in the morning. But I do those to as demonstration. But it's all real money. That's not like, not like some places where they play with funny money. It's all real money. It's all real trades. And I'll tell you this, when I go into the store, Nick, I don't know about you, but when I go into the store, I am, some would say cheap, some would say careful with money. Let's go with careful with money. All right. I like making money. I do not like spending money. I don't buy clothes. I don't buy cars. I don't buy boats. I don't buy planes. I still have my wife cut my hair. All right. That's because it saves money and she's good at it. Right. So, and anybody that doesn't agree with me, you just take it up with Maria and we'll see how that goes for you. I don't think it's going to go well. I wouldn't do it when she's got scissors in her hands. I tell you that right now. That's why I don't want to have guns in the house. Like, oh my gosh, I'm married to an Italian. Who knows what could happen? Yeah. Okay. So that's very dangerous. So, all right. Now, which I love Italian people, by the way. Okay. Easy with the email.
Thank you.
Easy. All right. First thing I do when I go into the store, Nick, is I look and see what's on sale. So my good friend, Tom Sosnoff, I always said, what do you do when you start today? He said, first thing I do, go to change, bump-a-dump, and I look for the big reds. Those are the ones on sale. And that's what I'm looking for. That's what a good contrarian does. And I asked Maria, what do you think? And she said, oh, let me check. She went click today. She said, Walmart down 10%. I don't need to know the reason why. That's a great deal, right? Yeah. That's a great, call it by the dip. This is a woman who her entire life, all day long, all night long, she is shopping. Say what you will, men and women are the same. I get it. Okay, sure they are. When's the last time you shopped 24 hours a day, Nick? I'll tell you when. Never. All day long, she is shopping. You know what that is? That's what makes them, again, men and women are the same. I get it. Okay. But in my experience, you can't argue with my experience. My experience, women are better traders because they're better shoppers, right? They think it all through. They got a plan. They think it all through. And they're looking at that saying, Walmart. Let's see. Now, did they close any Walmarts? No. Okay. They still full of stuff? Yes. Doors open? Yes. Okay. Well, it's on sale for 10%. I'll take all that you can give me. Yeah. What about CrowdStrike or SpaceX? Those are a little bit different, right? Open. That's a firm that competed with Maria in the rehabbing business. SoFi, Tesla. Yeah, it's not enough on sale. But look at that. Sticks out
Amazon. I think it's a good. This is like a very simple exercise that people that are new to trading should be doing. It's one of the first things I would tell people is like, find a stock that you like or that you're interested in and sell a put. That's the easiest way to get started with trading.
That's it.
Here's Walmart. Walmart, you might not be a frequent shopper there, or maybe you love it and you shop there all the time, but it's a huge company that you know exactly what they are. They are, everywhere. And selling a put and owning shares in Walmart is something that you can probably be comfortable with.
There you go. Sell a put, $1,400. If you don't want to sell the whole put, sell yourself. Look at that. Phil just keeps trading. Yeah. Look at this. This uses $800 in buying power. You pick up $83. You put that on for 60 days, close it in 21 days ago, or 50% all day long.
Yeah.
This is not complicated stuff. Now, I think there are better ways to make money than selling puts in individual companies. I think that's a little bit of higher risk because you take overnight risk. And if, bad thing happens to the company, somebody gets poisoned or whatnot. For me, I like going into something like this,
the NASDAQ or SPX. Yeah.
Where you're talking about hundreds of the best managed companies in the world. And dirty little secret, all of these companies, the people that make the most money, that are in charge, how do they get paid? By the stock price with stock options. So what's their incentive? Stock price. That's what we're looking for. Up and to the right, up and to the right. And that's what they get paid for. And these are the smartest people in the world. I will take the Pepsi challenge on these people all day long. When it comes to business, they're the experts because they're out. They're out. They're
exactly.
Gone. Adios. Bye-bye.
Exactly.
And Nick, tell people how hard it is. How hard is it to get into the S&P 500? How hard is it? And what do you got to do to stay in it?
It's very hard. You need to do a lot of things. I think you have to have obviously profitable for the past 4 quarters. I think that was one of the.
There's a bunch of rules, right?
There's a bunch of rules. I mean, size, the amount of revenue, like there are so many things that go into it.
And people think, oh, that doesn't change, right? No, it changes all the time. Here's another dirty little secret. When I'm in these crazy Ivans and I got shorts on the NQ, I'm in the NQ. And I got a whole bunch of people in Chicago saying, okay, this company's in, this company's in, this company's out, right? We're going to put somebody new in. They're getting rid of the bad ones for me. And I don't get hurt. I'm in the NQ. I'm in the whole thing. And they're taking them out and bringing in the good ones and taking out the bad ones. I don't got to do nothing, honey. I love that. I mean, it is the greatest deal going to invest in one of these, in the top 500 companies. Why would you do anything else? I mean, it's
pretty easy.
10 of them, it's easy, cheesy, lemon peasy. 10 of them have a bad quarter. Who cares?
Can I bring up this question from Griffin? It's a good question. So within the year, you trade the profits in your account, i.e. the profits don't sit idle, correct? So you do compound your positions, but the overall risk of the portfolio stays the same. It's always, you were trying to keep a minimum drawdown, but yes, the compound does play into this.
So here's how it works. I start with $1 million in one of these accounts, whatever it was, in the 0DTEs. And if I made $10,000, and I did not trade $1 million worth of buying power, I trade 700,000. I keep 30%. I've been very transparent on this. I keep 30% for the crazy Ivans. The rest of it, I do 0DT. So if I start $1 million, I'm using 700 grand in buying power. However, that's limited with a 2% drawdown per day, right? So it gets complicated. I'm going to go through the math for you quickly, but it gets complicated. So let's say I make 20 grand. Now the next day I look at it and say, okay, I got $1,020,000. I take out 30% for crazy Ivan. Whatever that leaves me, $704,000, let's say. That's the max buying power limited by 2%. Where am I today, right? The account now, because of crazy Ivans and everything, it's gone up $1 million, call it $1.3 million, call it $1.4 million in round numbers, right? So it's at 4.4 million, and I've added some more money to it because I was in bonds and like, forget this. So it's got like 3 something in it, whatever. It's got 3, what is it? Got 3, 2, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. So and it depends if one of my kids wants to pay off a car. Who knows what they don't get me started.
Yeah, you're the piggy bank. We got
it. I'm the piggy bank. Fine. That's fine. That's the job I signed up for, and I love it. Okay, nothing gives me greater pleasure. I don't spend money on myself. I love spending money on other people, and it turns out other people love spending my money on themselves. So how about that? And they're real. And by the way, they're very, very good at it. And I'll take the Pepsi challenge on my family against anybody else's. They're awesome at it, and that's great. That's great. All right, I digress. So what I do is now this morning. So on Sunday, we'll say 3.2 million. I'm going to hold. I only hold back 20% because I don't have too many in them. So I hold back 20% or 25%. And I said, okay, let's do 2.6 million or something like that. And then I did all the mathematics and all the thing, and there was no way I could do it and keep the drawdown, the max, everything, pray to horribles. All 100% of them get punched out on both sides. 100%. By the way, it's never, ever, ever, ever happened. Not even close, right? Not even close. And I don't want it to be more than 2%, $56,000 draw. I never used to do that, by the way, but it's something that I started doing about 3-4 months ago after that $94,000 loss in one day. So I want max loss 56,000, right? 2.6 million or 2.6 million, 2%, 52 grand. In order to do that, I can only use about 1.6 million of my buying power. So when you say, is it compounded? Yes, the money goes in the account unless somebody's spending it, right?
Yeah.
So it's not, I'm not a robot. This is not some theoretical thing. This is my real life, right?
Yeah, there's a real account. There's a real
account. It's a real account with real money.
But I think the underlying key here is that the mechanics haven't changed. So it's just the numbers that are getting
is that the
bigger.
question? Oh, no, the mechanics have not changed. I do millions, and last 2 weeks ago, 100 million back tests. So I back test 100 million trades. And then with my AI robot, Phil, which I keep building every week, and it is I forget the word. It's hard for me to say some words, but iterative. Is that
iterative.
Okay, that's what it learns from itself.
Yes. And
so it keeps getting better, and I keep getting better, and we keep working on things and come up with ideas on how to trade better. And so that's what it does. And so in that sense, it does change weekly. And then we change our strategies weekly. And now it used to be about 20% of them changed every week. And now it's about 30 to 40% change every week.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do now now that we've finally got the hedge fund ready to go, and now that we finally got the Math Makes Money trading team up and running, we are looking to going twice a week. We change, and eventually we'll probably go daily, right? Daily. Yeah. In my dream world, Elon Musk has a dream of going to Mars. My dream is to reorder my bots. There's my dream right there. My dream is to reorder my bots in real time. That'd be to back test in real time. That's my dream.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. And then to take in all those things that you see in the market, right?
And another question here on the returns. They're all including with commissions and fees. We don't have taxes because it's not tax time yet, but assuming you taxes, it's always so funny because at Tasty we would get all these questions like, do you worry about taxes? Do you worry about taxes? Well, if you're paying taxes, it means you're making money. So if you're not paying taxes, you're not making money, and it's just a part of the game.
Just a part of the game. When you write an 8-figure tax check, and you look at your account and say, "Are you sure you know what the hell you're doing?" And he says, "Hey, if you're paying tax, you're making money." So it doesn't make me feel any better.
Yeah.
It does not make me feel any better. But okay.
With that said, before you get into the big numbers, would you like to just have a quick T check?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see here. This is Simon Says. This is my Simon Says bit. Simon is my attorney. Simon is bitter, just like my iced tea, which is iced tea, apple cider vinegar, lemon, and a little bit of sugar. In the old days, now stevia is in there. And he reminds me, and a bitter man that he is, that this is purely for educational purposes only. It is not financial advice. It's not customized to anyone, nor is anything we say or do. And you should do your own due diligence. Do not follow us. You can and will lose all your money. And thank you, Simon, for reminding me and swallowing that bitter pill every single day. Having said that, if you join the team, you can see my trades, and you can just doink one button, and you can
doink.
You can copy them. Most people, what they do is they start off by copying all the trades, or most of them, and then after a time, it's really cool. You can go in there and you can trade. There's over, I think we counted 1,200 different variables for each trade, and you can change any of those variables in any combination you want. And so it's quite incredible. And most people end up changing it because your risk tolerance is different, mine, your buying power is different, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So look at Phil's.
They keep coming.
They just keep coming. Never ends. He never ever ends. He's constantly trading. What are we down? 202. Gosh darn it. If we get down to 300, I'll add some more. I added one here. As you can see, I tried. Pardon me. These are like my closing trades. Nick likes me to have. There's some getting close. Speaking of close, there's some getting stop loss.
Yeah. You just had the NASDAQ rally about 50 handles. It's a nice little move for your positions. SPX kind of hitting the lows of the session here. It's down to 77.69. You have SPX trading at 76.50 right on the dot.
Right on the dot. It looks like it's down there, but this is the SPX. So we're down 6,100. What when we came on? Well, we were 7,000 ish.
I think something like that. It's been quite the swing. I mean, you could see it in the P&L chart. You know,
the P&L is the red one. Yeah.
Yes. For most of the day, it was looking, beautiful. 10, 15,000 to the upside.
Yeah.
And you get a little bit of a move and you get punched out, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. But you can see as time has passed, you've collected a little bit of that decay. You got a little bit of volatility coming out of it. You probably need a little bit of a rally, just a tiny bit. But
wouldn't hurt.
You're right here.
So we were up 15,000 in our best moment. In our worst moment, we were down 9,700. Right.
Yeah.
So okay, the bot recorded closing trade. So hey, maybe we're headed for 9,700 again. You never know.
Time check.
Let's go back here. Time check is 3:45. We are going to be spending my money, $600. You get to pick a put credit spread or call credit spread. And we are going to do that at, it is now time check 3:46. One more minute to go. Nick, where are we in the poll today?
We've got 65% are leaning on the put side. So we're fading this move here. You've got 35% on the calls.
I promised everybody yesterday I would show you how that I'm going to show you. I got to change one little thing. And once I do that, then I'm going to show you how we do, because I don't want to give away all of our secrets.
E-mini's down 61 now. We're at the lows of the day.
All right. That's
volatility gone nowhere, though. I'm just talking as you do your thing.
All right. So look at this. All right. So we got the chat room. These are the chat room bots. These are the actual bots. You see, I got a 2 quantity. Which one are we going to do, Nick? Are we ready to go yet or no?
Yeah, you want to do the put spread? That's the one that is winning right now.
All right, that's very good. I'm gonna go ahead and call it in the poll. All in. Anybody else? Anybody else? As my grandpa used to say at the auctioneer, all in, all done, all done. Even the guy with the big hat, all done. They're all done. Big hat, no cattle. Ever heard of that, Nick? Probably not.
No. All right. And just before you go on, just to say, we've been kind of cold on the chat here. So if you are in the chat and you want to pay us back a little bit, you can give us a like and subscribe to the videos, because that helps us very much. But that's all we're going to ask from you.
That's all we're going to ask, even though we are heading towards the red here on this chat room. We got to pick up the. We got to
just click that little like button and the little heart on the side. You can click that heart a bunch of times. It helps.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Maybe some people will do that, and that would be awesome. All right, so let's do this. Let's get ready. We want to put credit spread. Is that what we want? I'm not.
Yes, put credit spread. Yes.
Look how hard this is. We got to turn on the bot. All right, that's it. The bot is on.
Got it.
And that is going to go on at 3:51 and 10 seconds. It's going to be running for up to 5 minutes, and we got a randomization on that bad boy. And look, it is 4 for 8. And this one is the call side, 1 per 4. Now, remember, I only started doing this on this platform, 10, 15 trading days ago.
I think start of August.
12 days, right? Because it's 8 and 4.
Yeah.
So we are less than ideal right now in the chat room. This month has not been good for the chat room. So let's bring it home, boys and girls. Let's see where we are now. Hey, now we're only down 5,200. And you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to take a look at all those trades. He just never gives up, this guy. You got to love that. We had 69 votes on the poll today, JW. Wow. That is world record, I believe.
Is it?
It's right. Normally right around 42. I know but it's normally around 42. Yeah. All right. So here's the game. I don't have to do anything now. What happens is, for those of you that are new, this is Tasty Trade's platform. And it will start up here with a W. I don't know if we got any W's. So it looked like this. It'll be a W when Phil's trying to get a fill. And then he'll be going back and forth with them, negotiating, having a conversation, and give me a little bit of that, a little bit of that. And what's going to happen is he's going to try and get a fill, and he's going to try and give us a little, what do you call that, Nick? Improve. I call it, he got a good deal, but you call it.
It's price improvement, but he's working some orders.
He's working it. Yeah, he's working. You don't just give in. And I've got Phil set up to take a percentage of the spread right off the bat. So he doesn't ever take what they're offering, right? You never take what they're offering. That's just the price is just their opening offer. That's all. That's where they're starting the negotiation. Anytime I see a price, I think to myself, oh, that's interesting. And let's see where we end up, because that ain't going to be it. I can assure you of that. All right.
Yes.
So here we go. Time check. We got, all right, market on close data comes up. And while I bring this up, Nick is going to take the moment to tell you what the market on close data is so that you have a great understanding of that.
Yeah. So this is when all the big funds, all the rebalancing, the end of the day buy and sell orders, they all get accumulated into one basket. And a report comes out and it says hedge funds and ETFs are going to be net buyers of this amount or net sellers of this amount. And it's usually a big number. And sometimes you get some swings around that number.
It's billions. All right. So this is the market on closed data, and it is out for the last 35 seconds. 20 seconds to go till Phil gets in. 21 seconds till Phil starts. Actually, he's starting at 10. Phil randomizes where he starts. I got a book of random numbers from my grandparents when I was 14. I'm sure that you've all heard this story. And what happens is I still use that to this day, and we randomize the entry points because I know how important randomization is. And so sometime after 10 seconds after, that's not it. Before we get that might have been it.
That might have been it. Well, let me show you just here. So this is the E-minis. We're on a 1 minute chart. You can see the high volume that we got on the E-minis, almost 60,000 contracts traded right on that second. A lot of that has to do with the rebalancing.
All right. 7650. 7650 is our number, 7650. And it is a put. So we want to be above that number. Oh, I gave away the goose, didn't I? Look at that. Now, yesterday, we were way under when we started, and we had to get over. And now we're way over when we started. And that's what causes that, Nick?
You got a little bit of volatility today.
I thought we had no volatility today.
I mean, it's up a little bit. You know, when volatility is super low, you need just a smidge higher, and it's noticeable. That's you're seeing it in real time. Volatility has gone up, a point-ish the VIX is at 16, so it's up 7% today, but it was at, the mid 15s over the last. Oh no.
All right. We got time check. We got 7 minutes and 45 seconds. Let's take a quick round the horn. Let's see where we are. What do we want this to do? It would be nice to finish right around between 50 and 55, huh? That would be gravy. Between 50 and 55. If we had a choice, that's where we'd want to be.
We got a couple questions in the chat I want to throw up to you. So this is from our guy He-Man. Do we owe him some money yet?
Yes, He-Man brought home the bacon. Thank you, He-Man, on the MES.
Yeah.
And we switched it from 50 to 25%, and we made $68. Man, how do I remember that? Because it's numbers. I remember.
And you never forget a dollar.
Never. No way, Jose. I internalized the losses terribly.
Yes. Don't worry. Well, this is a good question. So he's talking about the SPX strategy. We talk about 53% edge. It's not really an edge. It's just winning days versus losing days. The net is what you see on our chart. But over 100 days, he asked how sensitive the edge is to missed trading days. For example, if you missed 5 to 10 of the highest impact days, does the strategy still maintain positive expectancy, or does the edge disappear? Meaning, is a lot of the profit coming from the biggest days of the batch?
Okay, it is not. So what happens is that we look at only trades that have positive expected value. So of the 42,000 plus trades, in which we didn't get to the PowerPoint today, but we have over 42,000 trades since October 1st, since 10 months. All of those have positive expected value. That doesn't mean they win. It means that over the prior 125 days, when we put them on, the prior 125 days, they had a positive expected value. And the risk versus reward, the gimme versus the gotcha, as one of my friends often says, was positive, right? So it is positive. Does that mean all of them are going to win? No. Does it mean all of them are going to lose? No. Do I answer all my questions most of the time? So what we want to do is we want to say, we're going to put on a bunch of these positive. We're going to flip a bunch of these coins that come up heads a little bit more than they come up tails. And we're going to flip them all. So is there a high winning day? Sure. Are there low winning days or losing days? Sure. Do we know which ones are going to be which? Absolutely,
No.
we do not. We do not. What did our good friend Jim Moore, the coach of the New York Jets, once say, Nick?
You can't know. You can't know. You won't know, and you'll never know.
That's right. You can't know. You don't know. You don't know. You can't know, and you'll never know. That is right. You don't know. You can't know, and you'll never know what's going to happen tomorrow or on any one particular trade. What you can do is figure out that there's a herd of people, and it takes them a while for them to move around other traders. Yeah. It takes them a while to move around. We probably should be watching this, huh?
Yes. And I'll just add to that too. If you took out 10 trades and they were the 5 worst and the 5 best, nothing about the strategy probably changes.
That is correct.
It would be a random occurrence if it did change, because the strategy itself is that small little premium capture, 6 to 10% of the premium that you sell is captured over a large number of occurrences. And that's really where the bread and butter is. You got E-minis down 65 here.
Look at this mess. That's
a mess. That's not a,
I know that's bad. So we got punched out on that thing. We lost. Let's see how it's hurting our returns. It is, we doubled our loss from 5,000 to 10,000. We just lost 5 grand there in the last minute. Damn. So that's no fun. That's no bueno. But look at this. So good. It's because it's dropping like a rock. What are you gonna do? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, if I had known it was going to be bad, I wouldn't have traded today, right? Or I wouldn't have traded. But how do you know? Just when you think, I tell you, being a professional gambler for many, many years, when I was in the casinos, I would see it time and time again. People would lose, and then they would cut back on their trades, or they would make it trade smaller. And I'll trade smaller until the odds come in my favor. And then they would win 10 hands in a row at, they were losing at $10 and they're winning at $5. And I just looked down at the ground and say, you probably ought to understand the math before you come here and sit down with real money.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. You got what we call flat bet. You got a flat bet.
Just keep going. Sometimes it's not going to be good.
Yeah, it's okay.
You just don't know when it's going to change. Like, you don't know when the good is going to come after the bad, or when the good is going to end. You just don't know. Say,
what if? I say, okay, well, here it is. The combined Crazy Ivan 0dte. This is okay for me. I don't need to make it any better. This is okay with me. Maybe you want something better out there. Great. And by the way, if you let me know what it is, I just don't want to take any more risk than 2%, right? In any one day. And then they say, well, what about the AI? Yeah, this is my risk profile. I'm okay with this. So if I go from here to here and I don't have too much jibber jab up and down, I'm okay with that, right? That's the whole game. So you got it. It's not just a matter of winning. It's how you're getting there over time. And you know what? Every time I hear that near the end of the day, it's just stopping the loss. Imagine if we didn't have a stop loss here and we'd riding this thing down. Now we're talking about big trouble. Yeah. Big trouble. If you don't have a stop loss on it, it's just a matter of time before you'll be wiped out.
Yes. E-minis at the low of the session here. 7660, our guy Browning in the chat, Browning 50 cal, has been calling for it the entire time we've been on the show. Shout out to Browning with the crystal ball he's got.
Come on. Hup. There we go.
Oh, we got a Barbie sighting.
We got a Barbie sighting. There she is.
Beautiful.
There she is, Barbie. She's coming down here. I'm okay. Don't worry. She just came down to make sure I'm okay.
There she is.
There's no problems.
Can we see it? Oh, Barbie's not worried about the losses.
No, she's not worried about the losses. She's just anxious to know what's for dinner. And it's going to be the same thing you had last night. Actually, that's not true. This dog, I was telling you, she eats breakfast cereal. Maria, I can't have almond milk. Got to have cow's milk.
I like a little almond milk every once in a while. Not your thing.
Yeah, she's sitting behind me now. She got me pinned. So, all right,
you gotta have some treats for her there.
That is probably the last thing I want. I don't give her treats because she will continually come to me, and I'm a soft touch. We have treats for her in our bedroom to get her to go. She has a little crib she sleeps in, and that's the only way to get her in there. Look at that. Now we're only down 9,900. This is a trading show.
There we go. Come on.
Come here, Barbie. Come here. Come up here. Give me some luck. Hup. Come on. There you go. Good girl.
There you go.
Good girl. Oh, yeah. I know. She's right here. You can't see her, but she's right here. Oh, yeah, she likes that. How about a little luck, huh? A little luck of the French. She's French poodle. You know, you think she
There
does.
you go.
Oh, you know what she loves, Nick? You'll love this. She loves spaghetti. She loves Italian food. I
Of
think you're
course,
French.
she's Italian. Barbie's an Italian.
She loves Italian food. I'd never seen a dog eat Italian. And you know what else Maria feeds her? Carrots. Is that
Time check? Time check.
Time check. Time check. We got 12 seconds to go. Time check. Here we go into the end. Let's see where we are. Oh, this one's scary. Oh, and it just got punched out. Look at that. It got punched out right before the close. Let's see where it ends up. Wow, that cost me a couple $100 right there. What was that? What was the lot size? That was a 3. It did, but you know what? If that had gone the other way, so it
cost you $100 a contract.
100, yeah, okay, $100 a contract. But imagine, Nick, if that had dropped, right?
Yeah, if it went 10 more points to the downside, or 5 more, or whatever.
Oh, that would have been. Poor old Barbie would have had to go another day without food. That would not have been good.
No, you can't do that.
We can't do that. All right, go upstairs and get mommy. Go, 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 go. All right, so we got a meeting in our new circle at 7 o'clock tonight for all of our team members. So don't remember, if you're on the team, 7 o'clock tonight in the circle is where we're going to be.
You want to check out the Trade Steward platform just to see our P&L for the day.
The Math Makes Money version. Down 11.6. That did cost a little money. So we lost 11.6-ish. Now, there is going to be, the other day we got $6,000 after the close because of the way,
the settlement.
Right, because they take it from tastytrade, who takes it from, what is it, Oprah, that they get their numbers from, or Apex?
Well, all the options will settle here, but it looks like you're pretty clean.
It looks like it's pretty clean. It looks like it's going to be in the 11-ish, 11 handle.
Yeah.
Ish, which is fine. You know, when you go back and you say, well, look at this. I had a bunch of whole nice things to show you. The last trading days, you know, so you're talking about 11. This is $10,000 here. So 11,000 down. And
here's your 53.47.
What's that?
Here's your 53.47. You got, you know,
yeah.
You have 7 occurrences here, and 4 of them are profitable.
Yeah,
it's just a net.
And look at this, 8 for 13 month to date. I mean, you can see another, and 10,000 is just this. This one's like 15. This one's like 8. So it's, you know, it is what it is. It's smidges. It's just very. If you start to pull, all I'm saying is you start to pull back and you say, oh, these are the weeks, right? I get it now. So these are the dailies. So, oh yeah, I see. So when it's down, what appears to be a big number, or like there's 5 of these and only a few greens. Yeah, well then look at the greens, and the people forget. You know, they say, "Oh, we lost yesterday and lost today." Yeah, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. So,
very good, sir.
I just want to double check one thing here before. All right, I'm getting the hook. All right. So most important thing. Goodbye, Maria. We will see you guys tomorrow, 9:15 every single day. Tomorrow is Friday, and Friday
option expiration.
Maria, right there. Maria will be here. Questions for Maria at 3:15 tomorrow. And she tells me she's got some great information for you. Don't forget to go to Math Makes Money and get her newsletter, The Trading Addict. She is a trading addict, and she was going to ask you some questions about that newsletter tomorrow. And she tells me we are going to have some games for swag. And we got hats and shirts, and we got coffee cups. I like to keep this one.
Beautiful. All right. We're gonna say goodbye then. Goodbye, Maria.
Peace out. That's a nice picture.